Hi my friends, let's create the part number 45, adjustable skirt, from my collection of 100 parts. The picture of this part is here, and you can see that there is a large cut here and something behind. The drawing will clarify everything. Of course, you see there is a face here with 4 holes and an elastic part in the back. Dimensions and other data shows us that there are no problems to create this model. Let's go. We start with a sketch with 2 circles, 66 and 60, and an extrusion of 72. Circle 66, circle 60. Finish sketch, F6, extrude on 72. Okay. Now we have to place a plane from which will extrude this contour to the part. But I'll make an experience to show you something very interesting. I'll create the sketch not on that plane, but on the symmetry plane or system plane, and then we'll move the sketch to another plane. Be careful to understand what I do here. I select this plane, F7, and I place there a rectangle with these dimensions 44 and 30 and 20 from the center. Yes, the center of this rectangle, with the corners filleted at R4. I use this kind of rectangle with dimensions 44 on 30. Then I place the center point on the same vertical with this point, and the same center point of the rectangle with the center point of the part. At a distance of 20. Now we apply fillet of 4 to every corner. Okay. Finish sketch. The sketch is inside inside the part. Oh, now I think I am wrong. I have to redraw the sketch. No, you don't need to redraw. You create your plane, this plane at 37, and use the known procedure to drag the plane XY and to write 37 with plus. Okay, then all you have to do is to apply redefine and to select this plane, but you cannot do this because the plane doesn't exist when sketch was made. Yes, this is the history of the part, and we don't have, when we are here in time, this plane doesn't exist. Oh, and then what should I do? You escape from here, the plane remains, and you move the work plane before. You change the history. Yes, my friend, I changed the history. Now I can apply redefine, and the plane, look at it, does exist because now it is before the sketch. And I select this plane to place there the sketch. You can use any other plane to do this. For instance, redefine on this plane. Yes? But this is not our intention. Control Z to be so. Now the plane is not necessary to be visible, and we extrude this contour to the part, to next. Extrude to next. Yes, that's all. Very nice. Now I have to apply 4 holes of metric 4 to the corners of the part. Let's do it. Sketch, finish sketch, hole, tapped hole or threaded hole, isometric profile, 4 to every point. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thread is 8 millimeter. No, full depth. I want to be threaded on the full depth, but the problem is here. The holes are through. To be not through, you change this and you show this face. Then everything is okay. Now, because we are here, let's apply the radius 2, which is by default, as a fillet all around the extrusion. To finish this, I have to create this hole, which is 21 diameter, in the center of this object, of this feature. So I place a point here on the same horizontal with this midpoint, and on the vertical with the center point of the part. Now finish sketch, hole, not threaded, diameter of 21, and select surface for end This is the surface. Okay. There is a small chamfer. Let's apply this chamfer of 0.5 to go further. This part is all finished. Now we see here a contour which has this shape, and we create a new sketch in this plane, F7, and we look to dimension 20 and 45. Yes, from the top 20. Okay, I project this generator, yes, and I create a regular rectangle starting from this green point with a dimension of 20 and the other dimension of 45 from the center point. Good. Radius of 6 to this corner and this corner. Fully constrained. Finished sketch. Now you will understand why I choose this generator and not the other generator, because now I apply extrude symmetrical of 10 is by default, and you see this is inside the part. If I started from here, it was outside the part. Okay, good. Then we have a cut of 2, and I create this cut firstly, and then this one. You see 2 cuts are here to have a limit. Okay, what is the plane? This is the plane for a new sketch. F7, a rectangle of 2, which ends, I project some geometry, this arc. To be sure, we can choose any point on this line, but not over the point. And then collinear coincident, this line with this point. Only 2 is enough to place an extrusion, cut, symmetrical, all over. Okay. The other sketch is here. A rectangle, of 2 millimeters thickness with this point, midpoint, and this position, project this end and collinear this line with this end. Finish sketch. Cut, extrude this, cut to this face. Yes, minimum dimensions, minimum number of dimensions, and we take advantage of every condition here. Okay, now small things. A fillet of radius 6 on the both parts of the new feature. 6, yes, 6 and 6. Okay, there is a hole there, 4 millimeters diameter on the center, vertical, at 41 from the center point. Okay, go back, this face, point on the same horizontal with the midpoint, this midpoint, and F7 at 41 millimeters from the center point. Finish sketch. Hole 4 millimeters. The position is already selected automatically through part and 4. Okay, what else? What else is this? Another chamfer at every hole here. Chamfer 0.5 is already selected because of the previous chamfer. Okay, F6. The last feature is this radius of 2 millimeters. There is no any other missing feature, so let's apply. This is with radius of 2 millimeters. Okay, now we fulfilled all the problems, so let's apply material, which is steel carbon, steel cast to have a granulation, and some faces to be machined. These faces, I suppose, are enough to be polished. The data are here, 0.5 kilograms. That's all for the moment. Bye bye.